But yeah, she was dancing, like doing that against the wall, twirl around, grab a machete. She grabbed a machete from a table. Hey, what's up guys, it's Girl. Welcome back to another video. And today we're reviewing the movie M3GAN. Um, I I don't know what I was expecting. I was really excited to see this movie because I'm interested in all the Android stuff. But it's also labeled as a horror. Is it a horror? I feel like it is, based on the trailer. And I do feel a little bit scared. It's more like not the spooky scare, more like a thrill, you know, because she's a robot. You don't know what they're thinking. Maybe they want to take over the human. But yeah, I watch it by myself because my friends are afraid of scary movies, and my little sister, she's a kid, so she's also scared. But I usually don't watch scary movie myself either, unless I'm at home and I can turn the volume down whenever it looks scary. Then yeah, I do watch scary movies. It's so that this one looked really interesting to me. The trailer was pretty cool too, because she's like, there was a scene. I'll get to it in the movie review. Oh, warning! There will be spoilers for the movie M3GAN, because I'll be telling you what happened in the movie. But yeah, I was very excited for the movie. I only take the note for like the first 20-30 minutes of the movie, because after I was like, if I'm just gonna keep taking notes and like, I'm not gonna watch the movie, you know? Oh, by the way, I tried putting on some makeup. I don't do makeup, but I feel like I should learn if I want to upgrade my cosplay skill. So yeah, there's a little bit of a makeup look. Took me like 45 minutes, so alright, let's get into the movie. M3GAN. So we start off with this girl, Katie. It sounds like I'm saying Katie, right? Right? But it's Katie. Cady. Who the F named their kids that? It sounds so much like Katie. No? But it's, yeah, Katie. She was playing on the tablet, but she was playing with the Furby. It looks like a Furby, but I think it definitely is a Furby. Supposed to be a newer version, but it looks like older to me. It looks so weird. It looks like a Furby slash troll. That's what I wrote down. And she was in the car with her mom and dad. They were having an argument on how much she's playing on her tablet, like screen time. And then the car just like kind of stuck because, you know, they were in the snowstorm and they were like, oh, we can't really do anything. So just let's wait it out for the, I don't know what the snow truck thingy, the place that, we don't have snow here. I don't know what they're called. The snow truck thing that get rid of the snow. Yeah, they were waiting for that to clean up and they can get going. I don't remember where they were going. Oh, ski trip. There was a big calendar. It was really cute. The mom's like still on the trip on the calendar. So yeah, only Katie survived. So they call the mom sister, whose name is Gemma. She's like the one who worked at the Furby company. Don't remember what they're called. But yeah, so Gemma needs to pick her up because she's like the only relative she has. Well, other one was like the closest relative because she's the mom's sister. But we can tell just by the way she was acting. She's not. It was so odd. Like she don't have the empathy to Katie whenever she figure out. She's like, oh yeah, you know that's sad that your parents died, but she's not even that sad herself that her sister died. That was weird. But we also learned that she's like career driven person. She's always focused on her job at this company. But she's not in the best place at that either because she tried to make M3GAN, which stands for Model 3 Generative Android. M3GAN. Smart. So she's trying to make that while the boss was telling her to make the new model for the Furby troll thing. And then the first M3GAN exploded. So yeah, that's not good. And then she had to take time off to take care of Katie too. It's just weird how she still insisted on taking care of Katie when she clearly showed no interest in taking care of a kid. And not even like she know how to take care of a kid. We get to her house and she have this really cool home assistant robot called Elsie. So Katie's gonna live with Gemma for a while. She asks if she can play the toys that was on the shelf, and Gemma was like, "Nope, those are collectibles." We see the therapist came to observe them because Gemma need to prove that she can take care of Katie, or she'll send her to the grandparents of her dad, which is in Florida. I don't know where they are. Huh. I don't know where they are. They are somewhere with snow and not Florida. That's where they are, okay? Yeah, so I don't know why she tried to keep Katie when she doesn't even have a good relationship with her and with her job, as she currently is trying to work on a different project and use all the company's money on M3GAN. She need to get a lot of things sorted out before she can take in a kid. But yeah, the therapist came. Katie kind of snitched on Gemma. She's like, Aunt Gemma doesn't let me play with those because, they're collectibles. And Gemma was like, oh, no, we can play with them. And I don't know how. Like, she don't know how to use a scissors or something because she tried to open a collectible box, right? Hold on. Okay, so a collectible, right? A box like this. This is Shoto, but he's in front of my PC right now because I love him. So you just normally open it by the top or the bottom like that, right? She grabbed a scissors, stab it, it doesn't even open, twist it. It was so awkward to watch and like weird. Like this woman can't even open it. And if it's so valuable to her, why would she open it like that? Just like take your time, open it nicely so you can put it back after you play with it. I mean, I understand it's antique and all that, that's why you need to be careful with it. I don't know why she opened it like that. That was so weird. So they were playing with the ball. She rolled it to Katie. They're like, not really. That's not her idea to play it like that. But the therapist like, yeah, you can play with Aunt Gemma, roll it around. But, Gemma, as the genius engineer that she is, she's like, that's not how you play with it. And the therapist like she was intensely staring at her. So she was like, oh, but yeah, we can just do that. Gemma was like, yeah, we can just roll it around, and they just rolled it around. That if I was a therapist, I'd give her like a -5. She does not know how to take care of the kid. Oh my god. So yeah, at night Katie came to see Gemma because she can't sleep, and she saw this big robot. His name is Bruce. He's pretty cool, pretty big robot. But Gemma explains that she made that and she made it in college as a project. He was controlled by some kind of glove. That was pretty cool. Made me think of the Real Steel, how the boxing robot is controlled like that. That's pretty nice. He looked he's not as cute as M3GAN because he doesn't have a face. Like, just joint. But yeah. Yes. And Katie's like, oh, that's so cool. I can't believe you made it. So that's a cute interaction. I guess they're bonding a little bit. And then Katie said, if I had a toy like Bruce, I don't think I'll need another toy again. Which is a lie. I mean, in my opinion, you cannot trust kids. You cannot trust them with anything they say. And Katie's like, I think 8 or 9. So definitely she will get bored of toys. Because kids at that age, you think they're only going to have one toy and love it forever? I don't think so. So yeah. And then that just gave Gemma the greatest idea. She's like, I'm just gonna go through with it. I'm gonna continue to develop M3GAN and make her actually work. So we got the montage of her working really hard on M3GAN for like, I don't know, 2 weeks. She took a week off to take care of Katie. And I don't know. I don't know how the company's not firing her after she spent all their money working on M3GAN instead of the Furby project. But yeah, so then we get to the demonstration of M3GAN and Katie. Oh yeah, that's another shitty thing, right? She just used Katie as kind of like a test subject to test M3GAN. Like, well, I'll get to that. Megan's just not ready, you know? So Megan is paired by the user putting two fingers on the hand. So this is Megan hand, and this is Katie hand. So she did this. It's like, they are connected now, and Katie is Megan's primary user. So, and then they just play together in that room that we saw in the trailer. The boss was pretty impressed and approved Megan. So that's good, right? Jem finally got her project to be approved. Then she was talking, like, kind of an ad saying all the good thing about Megan. It's so funny. She literally said that Megan will allow you to spend time on something more important, something that matters. Because she'll take care of the kids. Like, isn't that the point of a parent? Well, I guess she is not a parent. That's why she tried to make something that can help her take care of Megan. Another woman in the same team as Jem that made Megan, I totally forgot to explain about those other two people. There's a dude, don't know his name, and another woman, her name is Tess. She reminded Gemma that, we made her to support parents, not to replace them. That is a great point. I was like, yeah, did you not realize that, Gemma? Hello? But as a kind of person that she is, career driven, I guess I understand why she just wants to focus on her projects instead of taking care of the kid. But then, yeah, why would you want to keep Katie when there's other relatives? You can just send her to live with the grandparents, Oh, talking about the people surrounding Gemma, the neighbor. Did I get to the neighbor yet? Oh no, I'm about to get to the neighbor. We did see the neighbor a little bit before the major thing with them happened. So I don't know the neighbor's name either. The neighbor and the dog. The dumb dog. That's what I call it, the dog. I'm sorry, I don't like dogs. I should have said that. I like small dogs, okay? That's even worse. I like Pomeranian and Husky. The rest of dogs, I'm scared of them because they bark, and that's like scary to me. I'm sorry. Husky and Pom literally bark so much. It's a different kind of bark. Okay, enough about dogs. The dog's always in Gemma's property because there's a hole in the fence, which I don't know why they don't just fix, especially when she's an engineer and she made robots. Can't you just fix the freaking fences made out of wood? Just put a piece of wood on it so the dog can't come over anymore. And she's also spraying, I think it's pesticide or some kind of chemicals on her garden. And it's always leaking to Gemma's house. That was a bit weird. I don't know why they were showing us that until we see what happened to those chemicals a bit later on. So yeah, Megan and Katie were playing with the bow and arrow toy. And for some reason, at this time, Megan wasn't with Katie outside. She was indoor and observing her. Bit creepy, because usually they're always together. But yeah, Katie lost one of her arrows, so she was like, Megan, can you help? She literally just said that, and Megan knew what she was talking about. So that's pretty smart. So she scanned the surrounding area. She found the arrow on the other side of the fence. That's pretty far. I didn't know toy arrows could go that far. But she tried to grab it. It was on the hole at the fence where the dog ran over. And as she grabbed it, the dog pulled her, like drag her out, and she was all messed up, her hair and everything. But she's an android, she's a robot, so she's fine. Katie tried to help Megan. She dragged her out, but then the dog bit her instead on the arm. And like, it was so bad. The arm literally got a bite mark like that. It was really bad. Can you sue? You can sue like the neighbor, right? Or like, no, not sue. That's the wrong word. Press charge, right? Because she got hurt. The kid got hurt. I said dumb dog hurts Megan and Katie. And yep, later on, they didn't really get anything out of that because M3GAN was technically in the neighbor's property because the dog dragged her in. But they got the police. They didn't really get anything out of it. But after Katie got hurt, Gemma still need her to do the demonstration because there's a big business investor and yeah, it's just the backer for the company coming to see it now after she got the project approved. She basically just guilt tripped her into doing it. It was so hard to watch. That's why like Gemma is not a good character. I don't think she's a good aunt because she's like, it's okay if you're not up for it, okay? But there's these people flying from across the country to see it. But it's okay if you feel like you're not okay to do it because you know she just got bit by a fucking dog. But she just keeps saying all this stuff. She's like, it's really important for me and M3GAN and all this stuff. So yeah, she's like, I can do it. Katie decides to do it. The demo went completely off plan, and Katie was just crying as she was, and like explaining all of the pent up feelings she had inside that she never talked about it with Gemma. Wow, surprise, surprise. But she trusts M3GAN more, and she was telling her about how she's afraid she won't remember her parents when she grow up because her memories of them are fading because they're no longer here. And so M3GAN was like, if you tell me your memory, I can record them and keep them for you. So whenever you want to hear, you know, the story of your parents, I'll be able to tell you. So she told M3GAN, and M3GAN recorded and played back. And she starts singing. I guess it's not as funny to me as it is to other people watching that the Android robotics voice singing is funny, but I listened to Vocaloid since I was a kid. I listened to Vocaloid since I was younger, so I think she sing fine. But yeah, that was funny to a lot of people. You know, a robot singing, it's not gonna be the best. But yeah, that just made everyone cry because M3GAN understands Katie, you know, and she tries to comfort her, which is not what Gemma tried to do at all. That's oh wow. And then we see the scene of the coworker. He's kind of like the boss's assistant because he's always with the boss. His name is Kurt. And I said he's a backstabber because he was copying M3GAN's file to his competitor. We didn't actually see what he's doing with them because he just copied her files to his computer. Then the boss came in and he just shut the laptop. And there's some porn joke in there because the boss like, are you porn hopping in the office? Yeah. Then Gemma decided to send Katie to alternative learning school where they learn outside instead of regular classroom experience because Katie was homeschooled before her parents died, and you bet Gemma's not doing that. So she tried to send her to a discount. She asked if she can bring M3GAN, and she said no. But she's insisted, like, you know, I need M3GAN. I really need her. So she said yeah, but she's gonna stand at the toys corner. Which, I guess M3GAN does look like a doll. Like a porcelain doll. So yeah, I guess she passed off as a toy, but we were introduced to her as an android. That's why I always see her as an android and not like that's a big ass toy though, you know? Like who would have a toy that big? She's like 4 foot and something tall. So almost she could pass as a girl. I think the neighbor even thinks she is a girl. A real girl, you know? But we met this boy, Brandon. I think we saw him in the trailer getting chased by M3GAN. So yeah, Brandon is a really shitty boy. He got paired up with Katie to go on a scavenger in the forest. And there's this pine cone type of thing. Katie was picking it up. I think Katie was the one who picked it up, or Brandon was the one picking it up. But then Katie said, be careful, they're sharp. And I think he either said something back or did not, and then he grabbed her hand and pressed it into her hand. He grabbed a freaking pine cone thing and pressed it into Katie's hand. This dude is a psychopath or something. And he's like, ah, it hurts, you know. And of course, that activates M3GAN because she's supposed to protect Katie. Oh, yeah. That's the thing, too. Her, what is it, command? Her sole purpose, the sole purpose of M3GAN, which Gemma was the one who told her, you are to protect Katie from harm, physically or emotionally. That's what Gemma told M3GAN in the beginning. So that's her sole purpose. So when she heard Katie scream, she activated and came rushing to help Katie. And so Brandon saw M3GAN and was like, oh, what's this? And Katie said she's a doll or android. No, I think she's a robot. Something. Katie's like her toy. And Brandon said, does she talk? And M3GAN's just silent. She's just like staring, you know? She's trying to, I don't know what she's trying to do. Like trying to scare him off of her, because of her uncanny look, or I don't know what she's trying to do there. She's staring at him, but then he grabs her and like run into the forest. I didn't take note after this point, you know, because I was watching the movie. But he grabbed her and ran into the forest, throw her on the floor, slap her. Slap her. What? Yeah, this kid is such a shitty kid. But yeah, slap her. She didn't react, and then he took her shoe off. What's the point of doing all this? I don't know what he's trying to accomplish by doing all this. Took her shoe off, threw it away, sat on her, slapped her face, and was about to do it again when M3GAN grabbed his arm, and he was like, ah. Then she pulled his ear. Oh, I think we saw that on the trailer too, maybe. Oh, well, I already said there's spoilers. She grabbed his ear and pulled it so hard that it rips. But like, I don't think skin can stretch that much. That was a bit unrealistic. But then I don't know how skin looks like when they were being ripped off, literally. Ow. I didn't watch that though. I was like, when I started seeing something going about like the ear stretching a little bit, I know it was gonna be bad. So I was like, nope. Until his screams died down and I watched it again. But yeah, I see a little bit that it's like stretching off really weirdly, and just then she started chasing after him, which is a scene that everyone saw on the trailer and laughed about it because she was running like a wolf. She got on all four and she was running like, you know. But I think it's not scary, but it's still like, I would jump, you know. Maybe I'm just so different. I'm still scared. A lot of people think that part is funny, but I don't think that's funny. I'd be scared. Because if you're on all four, you're like running faster than on two. Depends on the people, I guess. But yeah, I would run. I would not stand there or to laugh at her or anything. So she chased him. He tripped and fell into the middle of the road and got hit by a car. Deserved? But he's a kid. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. He's a shitty kid, but he's still a kid. But yeah, he got hit by a car and his shoe fell off. Is that a symbolism or something? Because he took M3GAN's shoes off. So yeah, he got hit by a car. That's kind of sad. That's not sad, but okay. Yeah, so that's a problem with the camp. They got back home. M3GAN killed the neighbor with the high water pressure thingy. I think it's also the chemical thing. No, I didn't say that before. Oh, wow, I missed it. She killed a dog after she got hurt, after Katie got hurt by the dog. She didn't exactly tell us what she did to the dog, but she told her neighbor that he's 6 feet under a few miles to the south from here. So I guess she just buried the dog alive. But yeah, she lured the neighbor to her by making the dog noise, like dog whining, because like the dog's hurt or something. So the neighbor who's looking for the dog, like literally for the past few days, walked to where she heard the noise. It's like a little shed. There's a lot of power tools. She heard the neighbor with those, and then she used the water pressure thing. It looks like the high water pressure thing that they used to clean the paveway, the sidewalk of the weed, so that it looks straight. But I think the water that's in there is chemicals that she was using on the yard because it's like the same color. So I think that's why they were showing us before that she was spraying chemical in her yard because now M3GAN's used it to kill the neighbor. Police came to the house and was questioning Gemma because she's involved, not really involved, but she happens to be present in two accidents where people died now. So they were like, you maybe know what's going on with this. And also police was asking about M3GAN because the neighbor told the police to ask Gemma about M3GAN. She was like, what about the other girl? Always staring at me. Like, she didn't know that she's an android. And I guess if you're seeing her from far away, yeah, she looked like a real girl. So with all this going on, Gemma is now spooked. She's like, yeah, this is not a good idea. M3GAN might be doing stuff. She tried to check all her past records of the past few days, and she couldn't find anything. It was all deleted. And I think she was trying to click on the latest one, but they were being deleted in real time by M3GAN. And then M3GAN was like, Gemma, do you need any help? But her voice was an Elsie voice, the home assistant. And she was so spooked because she was kind of hiding away from M3GAN, like doing this secretly. And she was able to turn M3GAN's off. I missed the scene. I missed some scene. It's okay. I'm not remembering the whole thing because I stopped taking notes. I only take a few notes after this. But earlier, M3GAN was turning herself on when Gemma told her to turn off. So that was first part where she's like kind of doing things by herself and not taking Gemma's command anymore. So she turns her off by showing her a pen. She was like, man, look at this. So she focused on the pen and she can't like see her surrounding, right? She was only focused on the pen and Gemma turns off. She was like, after she turns M3GAN off, she just wrap her up with some plastic wrap thing, like the thicker one that you package stuff with, and throw her in the trunk, drive her to the company, and was telling her friends, like her team, what happened. And they were like, yeah, we can't go through with the launch if this is, if this is what's gonna happen. Okay, you can stay with me still. Yeah, if that's what's gonna happen, they can't launch this to the whole world because she's not perfect. Well, she's clearly way far away from perfect because they forgot to set up some perimeters with the learning modules that they installed into her too. I don't remember. Yeah, I think she forgot to put in like what death is. So M3GAN had to learn that. Yeah, M3GAN had to go to the internet and learn that by herself, the concept of death. Because she's an android and she technically cannot die. Yeah, so they forgot some stuff. She didn't set the perimeter for how far is too far. Like, even if someone hurt Katie, you can't just kill the person because human is different from androids. So yeah, they were trying to she and her team were trying to fix her. The dude really didn't believe it because he's like, like an android, it just can't suddenly have a will of its own. But then M3GAN's like, she fell, she fell in the seat, and he was like, oh. I mean, yeah, if you were talking about her starting to become alive and she moves, I would be scared too. But they just like put her up on the, what is it, the thing that they were making her of? Like, I'll show the picture. But yeah, they put her back up trying to connect her to all the wires and like fix her inside and all that stuff. Oh, we get to see the ad from M3GAN with Katie talking about her parents being sad and all that. And then the boss chimed in and he said, M3GAN can help you with your kids even if they have dead parents or not dead parents. It says something along that line. Like, even if the kid's parents are not dead, M3GAN can still be a good toy for your kid. That's not the right way to advertise. Why are everyone in this movie just find the weirdest way to do shit? What the heck? So yeah, with Katie going home and all that stuff, Gemma called her team. She called Tess and was telling her, I'm taking Katie home. She's not going through with the big launch. And she was like, yeah, okay, I got it. But guess what? That is not Tess who was talking to Gemma. That was actually M3GAN mimicking Tess and was answering her phone call. And Tess saw that on the codes, because they were looking at M3GAN's code and trying to fix her, M3GAN got free and hurt those people. They didn't die though, so wait, did they die? Oh, the dude almost died. She pulled a wire and wrapped it around his neck and he was like getting strangled. But then Tess helped him and M3GAN ran away. And she was in the hallway. The dog walked past. He was on the cell phone saying like, what's going on? Why is the launch not going as planned and everything? And he saw M3GAN and he was like, oh, there you are. Then I think she started... No, she didn't sing. She was only dancing. She started dancing. We saw it in the trailer. I don't think her dance was bad, because that was taught to her by Katie too. So I think her dance was fine. People find it funny too. A lot of people laugh. A lot of people laughed in this movie. I don't know if I should go into this thinking that it would be funny, but I was expecting scary movie, I didn't laugh. I think that was odd that she danced. But yeah, she was dancing, like doing that against the wall, twirl around, grab a machete. She grabbed a machete from a table, just a random machete on a table. Why would anyone put a machete on an office table? Unless it's like the paper cutter thing. But no, it's a whole ass machete. I don't know how she got it. She grabbed it and then started chasing the boss with it. Yeah, and the boss was like, oh, this shit's about to go down. He almost made it to the elevator. Kurt just almost came out from the elevator. But he saw the boss rushing in with M3GAN behind, so he was like, close the door. But yeah, he didn't really close the door. The boss grabbed the door open as the machete pierced through his heart. So yeah, I was like, the knife is... Oh, I have a knife. I have a sword with me right here. Should we use it? We don't... No, maybe in a different video. But yeah, it pierced through his heart like that, right? So yeah, he's dead. And then she tried to kill Kurt too. Well, she didn't try to kill him. She killed him. So he died in the elevator. I'll save the detail because this video is running long. And then she just like wrecked the whole place. People saw the elevator with dead people inside and everyone was screaming. The launch is not going at all. Yeah, it became chaos. Everyone just trying to run away. M3GAN then hijack a car. I don't know, she just became like a superhero, super android that can connect herself to any operating system, even a car, a phone, a house, like lights. And she just hijacked a car, drove home to Gemma's home. But yeah, she almost killed Gemma when Katie walks in and she was like, what are you guys doing? And M3GAN stops and she was like, why don't you do this? I honestly think that she would. Because all the resentment that she have to Gemma though, because at first she's not treating her nicely after her parents died, taking her in and all that. She always treated her as, an inconvenience. And then M3GAN come along and they bonded, and she tried to take M3GAN away too. So I feel like as a kid, she would probably really hate Gemma right now. I would. But like, plot twist, she's actually on Gemma's side, and she showed her hand and was like, it's not just us. There's also Bruce, and she's controlling Bruce now with the glove, and she's fighting Bruce with M3GAN. Which, I don't know. A lot of things can be said about that fight because I don't know okay, that's more of like mechanical technical stuff. I don't know how exactly you control Bruce like in Real Steel. The boxer robot literally just like mirror the person controlling them. But this sounds like she's standing right here and she just grab her like that, and Bruce also just grab her like that. It's like you need to know how far you're grabbing. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, that's not fun if you're just looking like that. It's not gonna be fun. So she fought M3GAN with Bruce, and she won. She split M3GAN in half, threw a part of her body on that side of the room, another part on the other side, and was helping Gemma up. But M3GAN didn't die, by the way. She came back with half of her body. Oh yeah, she looked insane. She looked like Pennywise. Like the top part of her hair is gone. It's she looks so deranged, like forehead, but she still have hair back on the back of her hair. But she's like messed up because she was fighting with Gemma before that. But yeah, she's no longer cute. So I guess Katie probably don't see her as the M3GAN that she loved. That is her friend before that. Oh, she tried to stop Katie by singing too. That was I don't know why you think that would work. Why would you just like start singing in the middle of a fight? She's not a baby where you can sing her to sleep with a lullaby. She's like 9 years old, so that's a bit odd. But yeah, she came back, tried to kill her. Well, our focus on Gemma, but Katie grabs a screwdriver and drove it to the middle of her head, which is a brain box. Oh yeah, I just realized there's so many details that they showed us before that became useful later on. Because the brain box thing, she know that is where everything works, because when she was talking to Gemma about Bruce, Gemma told her that everything is in here, like the box that uses their brain. So she drove the screwdriver through M3GAN's brain, and she shuts off. Died, supposedly. And they came outside. Tess is here with the police. I think the other dude that got his almost got choked out also there. And that's kind of the ending. They went to the door. They walk out of the door, and then Elsie powers up. So there's a potential for a sequel. That would be really interesting because M3GAN is still connected to the home assistant in Gemma's house. But yeah, that's the movie. I think I inserted a lot of my opinion into the narration of what's going on in the whole movie. But I really liked the movie. That was pretty good. I didn't expect it to have decent storyline because usually with Android and all of this stuff like this, it's like it's not really, you wouldn't really expect it to make sense. But yeah, the production was pretty good too. Let me see how much they spent on this movie. Ooh. So the budget for this movie was only 12 million, and it said that this film was a commercial and critical success, grossing over 159 million worldwide. Wow, yeah, only 12 million. Well, 12 million is a lot, but like 12 million budget compared to 159 million box office. This film was successful. Yeah, I really like this movie. I give it a 7.5. Well, for me, 7 up is good. Okay, so I never give any film higher than 9. I don't think I ever give any film higher than 9 yet. But that's pretty good. I give this film a 7.5. Production was pretty good. The character, the casting, Personal opinion, but the way that the actress for Gemma talks kind of annoys me for some reason. I don't know. Her voice is a bit annoying to me. But the actress for Katie, wow, she is an amazing actress. I don't know how old she actually is, but she did her role as Katie really well. I really like that. But yeah, production, character casting, plot, everything was pretty good. Yeah, overall I give it a 7.5. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I make movie reviews, show, anime, manga, manhwa, just whatever I feel like it. And I usually upload once a month, but I'm trying to upload twice a month now. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in a different videos. Bye!